Hey, we are here at Sanford Memorial Stadium after another home victory. Congratulations to go 6-0 at home, head coach Kevin Davidson.
Thank you. That was a big win.
And thank you for always coming up here after the games. This one, a lot more joyful, a lot less stressful on you, I'm sure. A 10-4 victory and a great hitting output by your team on capitalizing on all of their mistakes.
Yeah. Today was one of our better performances. I really enjoyed the way they played the game. We were very aggressive on the bases. We were very aggressive, putting the ball on the ground, and we got a lot of team speed, and that team speed is something that we got to utilize. And today was a better day. Getting Nathan Pruitt back in the lineup is huge for us. I mean, he's a very big part of this offense, and to have him in there and Rodney Tenney, who had a great night, putting the ball in play and letting the speed do the work.
Yeah, do you think maybe your guys are starting to get a little bit more comfortable with the day-to-day action here?
Yeah, I mean, I think these guys, when they first got here, a lot of them, some of them haven't swung a bat in 4 months. Others have not, others a couple weeks. So baseball's a timing game. I was never really truly worried about our offense. It's just a matter of getting them in the rhythm and getting them to see live pitching and hitting as much as possible.
Just a quick question here. Can you maybe touch on why you went to Tyler Morales in the 9th inning? Chris Campbell didn't throw that much, but he threw very well.
No, I was actually planning on sending Campbell out for the 9th, but Tyler's head coach from St. Thomas was here, so I wanted to make sure that George Perez, who's a great coach down there at St. Thomas, I wanted to make sure he got a chance to see him. And plus, I'm trying to get Campbell to the point where I can get him back-to-back days. Hopefully we got a Friday, Saturday game in, so I just want to start building these guys up, and with the days off and Tyler being able to throw in front of his coach, I thought it was a good time to do that.
So we saw 4 pitchers tonight, and they were all very good. All of them have electric stuff. They all come from different angles. Moving forward, how happy are you with your pitching staff?
I love my bullpen. I mean, my bullpen is probably the deepest I've ever had since I've been in this league, and we're still 3 arms short from what we're going to have. We're getting a starting pitcher from Arkansas coming in, getting a starting pitcher from South Carolina, and then we're getting a kid, Devin Collins from Middle Tennessee State, who's 95-98. So I'm excited about what we have. We're just starting to scratch the surface on our momentum. Getting our offense solidified, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, C.J. Carter, one of your better pitchers coming out of the bullpen, very reliable, and he leads the league in strikeouts as a guy coming out of the bullpen.
He's nasty. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I'll put it on the record now. C.J. Carter is the toughest pitcher in this league to face. So he's a weapon, that I want to use when I need him. In a situation like this, I want to avoid as many teams seeing him as possible. So and with him, and I do plan to have an inning count with him. He was a starter this year, starter over the summer last year, and starter his freshman year in college. So I'm going to try to maintain his innings a little bit and really hold off on using him until I have to.
Tonight we saw Nathan Pruitt at second base instead of Omar Villeman. Is that something that we're going to see, a lot of switching between them, or?
No, I mean, actually today was, after talking to Francis Villeman, today's actually going to be Francis's last game for about 4 weeks. He was here with the intent for the draft. He did everything he was supposed to do. I had talked to him and told him I thought it was in his best interest to take a month off, get stronger. He's going to a junior college next year, so they essentially have 2 seasons, with the fall and the spring. And with him being as young as he is and really truly kind of putting himself in position for next year's draft, it's just smarter to let him work out, get stronger, gain some weight. He's going to come out here and work out with us every day and see where we are in the middle of summer.
Well, that'll be a tough one to lose there. Villeman is a sure-handed shortstop, Mr. Reliable over there, and he's really coming around with it with the bat. So it'll be sad to see him leave. So will Omar go to short then?
No, I'll go with Pruitt probably as our primary shortstop. He played short for me last summer. I made the statement several times. I think Nathan Pruitt's probably the best center fielder, best shortstop, and best third baseman in the league. His versatility is a plus, and it's a bonus to get him back in the lineup. So he's going to be a big asset for us.
How much confidence do you have in Anthony Molden now? I mean, he came in a couple games ago, and he's started for you the last 2. Eli Marrero is a very good catcher, but how much confidence do you have in Molden now?
I have a ton of confidence. I had a ton of confidence in him coming into the season. My best friend was his high school coach, so I got a chance to see Molden when he was a freshman, sophomore in high school, and he's a good one. He went up to Sanford and started as a freshman, which is not good to do, or is not easy to do behind the plate. Defensively, I mean, between him and Eli, I really can't complain because I can run either one of them out there. I've started on back-to-back games just to give Eli a break. I was kind of riding the back of Eli, at the early on in the season, but this was just kind of his break as we get started in the season. But moving forward, Eli's going to be in the lineup somehow, some way, 5 out of 6 games a week. So it'll be good to have him back there.
Moving forward, how much competition is there going to be for that number 1 spot in the lineup between Rodney Tenney, Omar Villeman?
It's a good problem to have. I mean, I think for me, it's just going to be something I'm going to kind of play around with a few things and see how they match up and stack up based on the kind of offense that we're going to have. I really prefer to have a righty-lefty combination as 1-2, but I'm very fortunate to have 2 lefties up there that don't have a problem hitting lefties. Omar last year, I believe, hit over 500 against lefties, so that doesn't bother me. So I think I'll be happy with that combination moving forward. And
just a quick question here, Cody Arthur coming in, batting over 400, having a great season so far. He got hit by 2 pitches tonight. Is he the type of guy that stands close to the plate, or is he just a ball magnet?
I think a little bit of both. He's a tough kid. He stands pretty close to the plate, and I think teams, once they see his average coming into a series, the best way they probably feel to combat him is trying to get in on his hands. So I think they're trying to pound him in combination with the fact that he's close, and he's a tough kid that's not going to get out of the way of many pitches. So he's a good one. He's been a great surprise for me that I'm excited to have him. He's a local kid here, great family. I've known him for quite some time, and he's been good.
A player on the squeeze tonight, Sadler Goodwin. He had a home run, the solo shot, a double and a triple, or a double and a single. How much did you even know that was going on? It was a triple away from the cycle?
Absolutely, yeah. The kid's a good player. I like him out there. He's a very talented kid. He's going to do good things in this league, and I was going to do my best to make sure he didn't get that cycle. But he's a good player to have, and a good player to compete against, and I think he's going to be a great addition for the league, and Welsh has a good one over there in him.
Tomorrow you face the exact same team, this squeeze team. You guys were both tied for first place, 5-3. How are you going to attack them? Make sure you can still win this game, even when they don't make 5 errors.
No, I really try to emphasize our guys to play our game. We don't really try to combat any other team or change anything up for anybody that we play. I think we're going to come out and play our style of game, and we're going to try to do our best to force teams to adjust to us, and kind of handle each situation as it comes, and let's see what happens from there. And back to tonight, just one last thing. You guys were stealing in the bottom of the 8th inning. You guys were up by 6 runs. I had no problem with it because these hitters are very good, and they can string together hits like no problem. So was there any point to where you were going to just hold them up and say don't steal? No, I don't like to do that, and this is college summer baseball, and I have a theory that there's traditional baseball of how to respect the game and play the game, but there's also the platform to allow these players to showcase their skills and their abilities. So I do believe in stats for players over the summer. Through my experience, I've had plenty of conversations with professional scouts that have been on the phone with me, and while they're on the phone, they've been looking up the player stats based on their freshman year of college, their freshman year of summer ball. So when we can do anything we can to help our players on paper project out or get another opportunity, I feel like it's our duty to do so. I don't have a problem if anybody does it to us, and none of my players will either. That's something I preach to them, that they're here to get better, they're here to work on things, and anything we can do to put it on paper to make them look better when they go back to their college coach or for the future in professional sports, I think it's our job to do so. Alrighty, well, thank you very much for stopping by again. Head coach Kevin Davidson, you're 6-3. Congratulations, and thank you for taking time out of your day to come up and talk to all of our viewers on our Facebook page. It's always a pleasure. Alrighty, thank you very much. Have a good night.